Hey everybody, and welcome back to... Still can't believe I'm doing this. Doki Doki Literature Club. Last part, we began the game. Oh, I did not mean to hit my mic there. My headset mic, whatever. And we crafted ourselves a poem. I don't know what it's going to turn out to be, but I do remember that we picked a lot of words that Yuri seemed to like, so why don't we show it to her? Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Aw, hey, don't be embarrassed about that. Who doesn't like a compliment? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Beginner's luck, I suppose. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant... Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. This is that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it comes with practice, and learning by example and trying new things. Yeah, that makes sense. Although, none of you should ever want to see any of the things I've written, because they're all terrible. Trust me, I am not a writer by trade, and I don't plan to be. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. I imagine if I showed it to anyone else, it'd be like, oh my god, this is terrible. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well... Never mind. I'm sure I would have found out if I had decided to show her. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. That's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, I'm gonna try to read this. Called Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. I have no idea what any of that means. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read, because I was trying to get it. Ah, Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It's not too bad. Then again, I don't really have anything to compare that to. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Apparently my main character got more out of that than I did. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean it's good. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Please don't. If they're as abstract as that, please don't do that. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. That's mild, okay. Something easy to digest, I suppose. If that's easy to digest, God, I can't even imagine what she finds more difficult. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Luke. Oh, you had me fooled. It's in the title of the poem. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Me too. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Well, that's the most I could have guessed, but outside of that, I don't know. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Huh? It's nothing, really. Yours is impressive, too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. I know that we don't get to read our own poem. Oh well. Well, I imagine with all the words you could pick, like, as was however many words, and however many, you had, like, 20, you could pick 20 words, and however many choices of, however many words you could have picked out of those 20, I imagine that would be way too much work to generate the poem out of all those choices, so, you know. Whatever, I'm rambling now. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Luke. Me too. Oh, I show it to every single one of them. Oh. I wasn't expecting that. Why don't we show it to Natsuki then? I got the most hits from her. Luke, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. Yeah, I'm gonna give her more of a catty voice from now on. Very Mean Girls-ish. I don't know. I have not seen that movie, so I don't know what that's like. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in an effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Oh, damn, dude. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. No, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I mean, you're not wrong. I'll listen to this music. It's really goofy. And the instruments in this make it sound like something out of one of the more recent Yoshi games. Anyways, yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. Damn. Why you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. Now let's bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, now to Sayori. This is a good poem, Luke. Are you sure it's your first time? Apparently she likes this too. Then again, a couple of the words I picked out, she actually did like. She actually did favor, so you know. I also know that when picking out the words, Monica was not one of the girls who could have had a reaction. Interesting. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're not. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just that you wrote one. It just reminds me how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm sitting in front of you in the classroom. I mean, clubroom, whatever. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Luke. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason that I joined. Know how much this means to her and all? Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. It's not too bad. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Oh, can you tell? No, just a little bit. I can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I think that's a typo there. I guess it probably should be, I guess I'll look forward to it. And now the club president, Monica. Hi, Luke. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to brain things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Excuse me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Luke. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. And it's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Luke. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect for you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I could tell. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get out of it let me try it again. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable about doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Is that foreshadowing? Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound very confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, I had to scroll for this. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But too late, my retinas are already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Alright then. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of story has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you've tried so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Yeah, I've had to deal with that before. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, sometimes it really is better to just write and write. Just write and like, oh, this part's not so great. Just come back to it later. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if it was everyone judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I'll do it for you. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? But it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Luke did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Luke liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, we about to have a cat fight? Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member Yuri. It just happened, dude. That's not what I... Oh, wait, I thought she was talking to me, never mind. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Lutz appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boots magically grew a size bigger as soon as Luke started showing up. Oh! Damn! Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was just standing there. Luke, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The me should jump out the reading, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Luke. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Luke? I mean... Oh... Yeah, I'm feeling my main character right now. This is super awkward. Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I'll agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh, Sayori, please help me out. Natsuki. Natsuki glares up at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori, huh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Luke. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your heads. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. These are words I'm saying right now. Sayori stands up triumphantly, whatever. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means that Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see yourself get hurt. In an unfortunate accident. She didn't say that, but that's the vibe I'm getting from that. That means two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk with her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems? Awkward. It was a lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Luke, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I didn't learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Luke, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It really has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori. Excuse me. About what happened earlier. Eh? What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. Luke, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone... I can't speak. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Yeah, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Take my sip of my drink there. God, kawaii, why not? No, she likes that. Candy. Okay, Natsuki's liking this. Wonderful. Okay, I want to try to go for Sayori for this. Precious. Yeah, she likes that. Sunset. She likes that. Special. Mm-hmm. She likes that as well. Dance. Okay, Natsuki likes Parfait. Feather. Sayori likes that. Sing. Sayori likes that. Okay, Sayori also likes being awesome. And the ocean. Oh, whoa. I did not see what that last one was. I'm going to have to slow that down to see that. But apparently she liked it. Heart. She likes that. Dark. She likes that. Yeah. Hope she likes that. Let's see. I guess it really is easier to just, if I just want this, yeah, I guess I can, I mean, just based on the dialogue, I already know what everybody likes. So, anger. Wait, what? Okay, scratch that. Natsuki likes anger for some reason, even though that's not really cute. Color. Sayori likes that. Vanilla. Natsuki likes that. Okay, well, a lot of that was for Sayori, so we'll give that to her. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Luke. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in the club, and whatever. I can't speak. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why the... all of a sudden? No reason for... What is my character doing? I just wanted to look at it. You know, normal women are like, hey, can I look at your purse? That's not the best sign in the world. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. You have enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry, or you wanted an excuse to take an... Wait, let me try it again. So either you're not hungry, and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you're planning to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Did this turn into today's attorney all of a sudden? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, then that means you deserve to feel guilty. What is my character... I'll tell you, what is my main character doing? He's being kind of an asshole, honestly. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Advice that I don't take all that well. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. But I don't feel like revolution is the right word for that, but okay. Retribution. Okay, they did that on purpose. Thank you, Yuri. So, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Somebody used to smack her? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I'm paying my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours look really good too, Natsuki. I'm trying to pretend she's still bit her tongue, so we're going with that. Can I try it? Cheese. Beggars can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I give you that one? Fine. So I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh, okay. Jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Huh, okay. Ugh, where is Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she... You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. What, a boyfriend? She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Well, that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. What were you doing, Monica? Spill the beans. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. We held you up anyway. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. It sounds like you're making up excuses to cover up what you were really doing. Whatever you were really doing, I can't quite put my mind on, but whatever. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. And maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Luke. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love want the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything yet, did I? No, not really. I just chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori has somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave to me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I'm gonna guess. I do that, and then I wake up and things aren't right. Like I suddenly wake up and it's turned to Danganronpa or something. I don't know. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. Probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. Festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. Problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. I'm sorry to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? What kind? Oh, well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up getting... Sorry. Let me try this again. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes, and then we see the world through her eyes. That's not what I meant. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision, and nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, no, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I say that over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. That's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. It's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips on the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. I mean, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get it right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain in your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the same with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie! And you don't even get your you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, how do you think you don't have a boyfriend? Ouch! Damn, dude. Wow, my main character's kind of mean, isn't he? Like I said, he's kind of an asshole. That's super mean. Yeah, took the words right out of my mouth, Sayori. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Ooh, special animation. Well, you know what I mean. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Yeah, that's... Especially when I'm a guy buttoning your shirt. That's gonna look weird and awkward, and I'm gonna stop there. Anyway, he looks so much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? It's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep them unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. Okay. You take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Considering my work schedule, that is a promise I cannot keep. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. It's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Dude, I know the feeling. It's impossible to tell when some people are joking. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Luke, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Well, I guess it's time to save again. So in the next part, I guess business as usual. We'll read everybody's poems. Alright. Well, I will see you guys in the next part. Take care.